Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about what history can teach us about the full body versus body part split discussion. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so posted on Instagram this morning, excuse me, that back in the late 2000s, those of you who have been following me for a while have heard this story before. In the late 2000s, I was the content director, editorial director at Muscle and Strength for a very long time, and I oversaw their forum as well as overseeing the Muscle and Brawn forum. So I came on board at Muscle and Strength, and they had a set crew in their forum, right? A set crew of moderators, and I came in. And people were asking questions, and I was starting to answer questions on the forum. And basically I was spreading this controversy that frequency training was viable. This was in the late 2000s, 2007, 2008. I was responding to questions saying, to specific questions about frequency training, saying it was a viable option. I've been saying the same thing then as I am now. The same pillars of success. Get a lot stronger than you are now. Focus on compound movements, a reasonable amount of volume, all that kind of stuff, right? I've been saying the same thing forever. And don't worry, basically telling them, don't worry about your training. Look at things over the course of a week, whatever. So the head moderator, Doug was his name, got so upset with seeing me posting responses saying frequency training was viable. Doug was a very old school bodybuilder, that he contacted the owner of Muscle and Strength and said either it was me or it was them. They wanted me fired. Basically, that was the bottom line. For spreading the heresy, for spreading the nonsense that frequency training was a viable option. All right, so fast forward 14 years, or whatever it's been. I've been telling you guys forever that don't worry about frequency or body part splits, that they're both viable options. And, it became a joke in the industry for some people in certain parties to call body part splits bro splits and diminish, the likelihood that they were effective and just laugh them off, right? We knew everything. But I kept telling people over and over again, I've been in this industry forever. I've met everybody. I've trained with everybody. Mr. Olympians, the strongest guys in the world. I've competed on the same platform with them. And I knew that at least 95% of the folks that I came across with developed their where they were now, made progress on body part splits or bro splits, whatever you want to call them. And I use the percentage 95%. I really think it's higher than that. The majority of their training was on some sort of non-frequency training, but I'm just pulling those numbers out of my ass. So I've been telling you guys over the years that don't worry, just focus on the basics, consistency, all that kind of stuff. So here we are in 2021, and we're looking at a group of meta-analyses that are telling us exactly what I've been telling you guys. It doesn't really matter how you train. Body part splits are just as viable, if not more viable, than full body training for a myriad of reasons. So I'm not planting my flag in the body part split camp. And I'm not planting my flag in the frequency camp. I'm telling you guys both are viable, just as I've told you guys that for a long, long time. But history, here I am in 2001 talking about body part splits, and people are calling for people to unfollow me, in some of the comments, or that I'm an idiot, or they can't believe the scandalous things I'm teaching, that body part splits are viable. What happened to me? I've been teaching the same thing forever, guys. Teaching the same thing forever. But this is not about me. This is about history and what history can teach us. You go back 14, 15 years, you have people on one radical side of the camp saying, only body part splits are the way to build muscle. And then you fast forward 14 to 15 years, and only frequency training is the way to build muscle. You have this black and white thinking. You have this black and white camp. You have these people that are just plant their flags and they're ready to go to war over one side or the other, and they're missing the big picture. I've always tried to present you guys the big picture, and I will continue to do so. I do not have all the answers, but I do know what goes on in the real world, and I will always try to present that to you guys. The key thing will always be the pillars of success, things I teach in my book in Massive Iron. Consistency is so very, very important with training and nutrition. Having a reasonable exercise selection. Don't avoiding exercises that are going to help you grow. Stick with the classic exercises. And don't say we can only use barbells, or we can only use this, or we can only use that. Use all the tools you can. That's part of a reasonable exercise selection, a reasonable amount of volume. Don't shoot for 50 billion sets and lose the quality of your volume. On the other hand, don't try to seek some minimal amount of volume just because some hit proponent on the internet said you have to. A reasonable amount of volume is a quality amount of volume. So basically you're getting most out of the sets you can. Have some sort of a progressive overload plan. You have to get a lot stronger than you are now. That doesn't mean you necessarily need to beat the crap out of your body. That doesn't mean you need to get power lifter strong. But at some point you're going to need to get stronger than you are now. And probably a lot stronger than you think or imagine. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.